between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
13.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
First and 10 from the 43. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On a quick 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Luke knocks it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
Stout all set to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He needed 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Baker now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
In my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Good. 180.
Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He put everything he had into this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our caps, and the defense really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Out of the gun, Henry. Pushing it up past the 30. Off to the races, middle of the field. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. Stout all set to send this one away. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
180.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
180. What's up?
This is Irving on second. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. And so Dafe away with a stop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man, gets on him. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score reads 9-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Once again, Irving rolling into enemy territory. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Man in motion here. Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Good. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here's Baker to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good. Watch.
Irving here from the gun. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Good. Watch out.
Irving will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit up. 180. Sit up. 180.
Now it's Lamar. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Sit up. Sit up. 180. Sit up. Sit up.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Sit on! Sit on! 180! What is shot? Sit on!
Running once more with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
180! Sit on! 180! What is on?
Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
180!
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment.
Owen!
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
180! Sit on! 180! What is shot?
Changing it up here, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A 34-yard attempt.
Luke knocks it through. And that grows the lead to 5.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180! Down!
Here's Baker. It's his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Mayfield set to pass. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. 3rd down, give to Irving. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Throwing, Baker. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving on the inside give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
180. Stop.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Pass pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Point it right. 180.
3rd and long for him here. Hauled in by Allen on the right side. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Mayfield. He's got to his running back. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This one from 42 yards out. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Bayless Jones now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. Done.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
20.
Baker out of the pistol. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Finish it on. Finish it on. Get on.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Finish it on.
Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one finds his man, likely. The 50! 30! Into the red zone! It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180! What's up?
We give to Irving to start this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Good. 180! King! What's up?
Mayfield will look to throw. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Good. Up. 180! Stop!
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, this one you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
180! What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought it better and making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
20! Up. Stop!
They'll air it out on 3rd. Gets him on the out route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
What's up?
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, kid, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
180!
Baker throwing again. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
180. Regular. Real. What's that?
Mayfield to throw again. He finds Evans, left side. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. They're about just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth.
Good. Done.
Running for it, here's Irving. And he is stopped a long ways from that line of game. They force a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. The drive begins with Henry. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alpha, sit hard. Sit hard.
Play action. Here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying down the middle of Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. The Ravens out in front with the ball, a 3rd title within their reach. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Into Henry on the inside handoff. slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first and 10, it's Henry. He'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that it gets a good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. This one sent up for Lamar. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
On the offense, staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's a design run. He will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. Stout all set to send this one away. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Running back motions right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding on.
good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Empty in the backfield here. The offense going 5 wide on 3rd and long.
180. Hey, alert 33. Stop.
Baker now from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, report. 13. Hey, report.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And this one does not go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
Their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Real.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Irving hauls it in. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert 33. 180. Point it right, point.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Buccaneers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. It's hauled in by Allen on the right side. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down.
180. What's up?
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They've got to keep moving quick here.
Hey, alert 33. Stop.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
180. Regular, regular, regular. Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This one left for Lamar. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Design wrong. Jackson keeping up. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. One drawn up here for Lamar. For the 3rd time in 3 visits to the biggest stage of them all, the Baltimore Ravens are once again Super Bowl champions. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way the pieces fell into place along the way, all of it led to these final 4 quarters of football in this moment that they will never forget. I know not a one of them out there could have imagined a better final scene to the movie that has been their season. Super Bowl champions.
Commissioner Roger Goodell on hand to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Baltimore Ravens, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.